Hi everyone, and welcome back to our testing. But this probably will be the last stream of the testing, so there'll probably be another 2 episodes after this, and that'll be it. I did notice somehow we ended up with a lot of poker shells. I think we may have done some debug and spawned in a lot of poker shells by accident. So I'm thinking we should just kind of coal these off before we have too much of a mess. So we got cooked seafood on both, which is good. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure. I guess some debug shenanigans happened here, but I just thought, let's get rid of these. We also get a lot of food, so that'll help. Although we will take some damage for that, which is not ideal. These guys do quite a bit of damage when you fight them. I did dupe an egg. Yeah, I assume that happened. Thank you for the tutorial, love. We're still working on those. Yeah. No, I assumed as much. I assumed that's how they got here. But it's fine, we'll just clear them up and heal up a bit. Right, so yeah, we've got to, I was just saying to Twitch, for you guys on YouTube, we need to have a look at the Abyss biome and have a look at the plants and critters in a bit more detail. And then I think we'll just sandbox and start playing with some mostly ranch designs, I guess. I mean, like the farm designs, so I'll touch through those quickly, but I think it's just slap a planter box down, we'll see. We can start thinking about sustainability and that kind of thing, but we won't worry too much. Right, so down here in the Abyss biome, I had a bit of a closer look at this because I started writing the video to explain what's in this pack. So that meant having a quick look through. And what did Luke is really going in there mano a mano. This may be dangerous. everyone's taking a lot of damage. It's not ideal. Okay, they survived. So very badly injured. Right, anyway. But yeah, so the first thing is there's 3 plants and there's 1 critter. Now the bulb blooms are just decorative plants, I'm pretty sure. That's quite powerful though, because so they're underwater, obviously, and they have to be water, salt water, brine, polluted water, all of the types of water we're good. But I think, well, I thought actually there was a benefit to put these with the flue corals. However, I believe they've now changed the flue coral light requirements. So these guys, they used to be really low. Where is it now? Where is the light requirement on here? It doesn't say. There is still a light requirement, right? 180 to 2,500. Ah. Yeah, I guess 180 was kind of broken. Does it say? 2,500, yeah, because what I was thinking, obviously before that change, is you could put a bulb bloom next to the flue coral and it'd be perfectly fine, right? Because these things put out about 500. I guess that's no longer enough. So yeah, that combo I guess is now gone. Scrap that thought. These guys are still growing, right? Yeah, we've got to play with this too. Yeah, the other change they've made is now stables count underwater, which I think makes sense. I think this is a sensible change. And swimming away. It's a bit slow to be swimming around like this, I guess. And these guys are like swimming, singing. Also sunburn when ranching is quite funny. Oh god. Wait, you can get sunburn from... I thought that was only from sunlight. Is that just from high light exposure? Now we're going crazy. Yeah, okay, so these guys put out more light. So the synergy there obviously still remains. I guess lighting these up. Look at the kelp requirement. Yeah, they changed it to what? Polluted water and... Floated dirt, polluted water. So these guys... Aha. These used to just take the polluted mud. And then I think they said they added the... what do you call it? The sludge press to this DLC as well. So if you don't own Spaced Out but you do own the Aquatic Planet Pack, you get the sludge press. I assume because in the sludge press we want to separate the polluted mud into polluted dirt and polluted water. Basically we've just made an extra step. Yeah. Wait, so the ore holes... Oh no, the things are changing. This is testing as we're changing. They still excrete polluted mud. So they excrete how much? 50. Still 50. And then you have to split that into... What do you get? 20 and 30? I think, from the sludge press. Because this is 3 to 2 here. So you get 20 dirt and 30 water. And then these guys take 40 dirt and 30 water. So that means you still need two kelp per... It's not a loop anymore? Are you sure? Have you done the number? Is that right? Hold on. Because, so these need 2 tower kelps, right? Aha. You need 2 ore holes per tower kelp, and these guys eat 2 and they make 2.6. Ah. It's not a loop anymore. That really sucks. Okay, that makes this whole thing extremely difficult to use. If it's not even... That's really annoying, actually. They couldn't even make it like... I guess if they don't want to make it resource positive, I can kind of understand that, but they've made it resource negative, which means this whole thing needs an extra source of what? Polluted dirt, which means we're going to have to do ethanol distillers, like... I mean... What we're doing, poker shell... No, poker shells eat it, they don't make it. Ethanol distillers. Would farmers touch help you? Make them grow... but then you need to supply fertilizer, right? I think it would then go positive again if you did fertilizer. But you'd have to put in the fertilizer. This sucks. Okay. Alright, well they just turned this from really good into really bad. With one change. I'm not quite sure why they've done that. I mean, yeah. Alright. I guess they've just turned it from something that you could use all the time to something that you'll basically never use now. Because it's kind of pointless. Unless you really want to late game it. Because if you're going to have to set up polluted dirt, it's going to be a complete pain. I mean, like the metal ore, the sustainable metal ore is kind of worth it. It's quite good actually. I mean, you know, sustainable metal ore is always good. But, okay, that's very annoying. I'm getting the numbers right. So these guys eat 2 and these things make 2.6. So you can sustain like 1 1/3 of these ore holes. So then they make like 67 or whatever of that. You could, yeah, well you can wild plant, but then you need what? 2 units per cycle to make 2.67. Yeah, so they've changed all the maths on this. 2.67 over 4 is 0.6 something. So you still need like 3 of these? Hi, 016. I think you need 3 wild ones of these to sustain 1 ore hole, which then would work. I mean, you'd get stuff... That's not too bad. That's not too bad. It's just the domestic loop kind of sucks, right? Yeah, so these make, I don't know, about 67 in polluted dirt. The polluted dirt then goes 2 to 3 out of this. So you get, like what, 22 dirt, 33 water. And then that does like just over half of these, yeah. So you can only supply 1.4, 1.3, yeah, it's not enough, is it? 1.4 per cycle or something, and we need 2. Yeah, okay, it is now negative, which really sucks. Got it, okay, so these two do not form a loop anymore, just be aware, unless they change that again before release, who knows. It's always possible. But yeah, it looks like wild farming is the way to go then. I think the ratio being 3 to 1 on the wild farming. So we'll have a look at that, okay? We'll have a look at that again, because we did have a completely different conclusion last time. Right, so back onto the bulb blooms. These are just decorative, so... Unless you need 500 lux for something, which I'm not sure what... I mean, what... Has anyone got a use case for this? I can't think of why we'd want 500 lux underwater for something now. Seems entirely pointless. I mean, it looks cool. I'm cool with that, but like, the light seems useless now. Right, then the other 2 plants we got are the pin pockets and the tubulars. Now, I had to look at these earlier, like I said. It's flooded with polluted water. I mean, yeah, but it's not the polluted water, it's the polluted mud. Polluted mud? Polluted dirt. Polluted dirt is the limiter. You've got loads of polluted water. I mean, you know, you can sludge all this polluted mud into polluted dirt as well, so you can get a load of polluted dirt out of it. It's just sustainably, what's going on here? Sustainably, it used to be completely a positive loop. Now you have to constantly, like, you have to sludge all this polluted mud. You have to sludge all of the polluted mud they make, and then you'll run out, and then you have to start doing other stuff. And there's quite a lot of it, so yeah, maybe we're overreacting. You can still just use it up, but yeah, for a sustainable loop, we're kind of stuffed on that. Oh wait, the slogos are down here as well, aren't they? Got to remember those ones, right? Right, so the tubulias, I had a look at these earlier when I was writing the video. So they take in sulfur and polluted brine or brine, and they just straight up make plastic, apparently. Though I have not seen any of this plastic, so I don't know if I'm missing something. We do have plastic. Here. Why do we have plastic here? That's very confusing. Okay, plastic. Is it in... Ah. Did I turn... Oh, okay, they collected it all. For some reason I turned it on. Okay, it looks like they've gone and grabbed it, so yeah. Okay, these things just make plastic, which seems, I mean, honestly, really freaking strong. Compared to the whole, yep, petroleum boiler, or just the oil refinery. I mean, these things grow, what, 8 cycles? 8 cycles domestic, or even 32 wild isn't that long. And they make... how much do they make? 25 kilos per cycle. I guess that's domestic. So, you know... I mean, that's not bad. You could just wild plant a load of these and get a ton of free plastic. It kind of makes the whole oil loop kind of pointless. Why are we bubbling? I think we're heating. Ah, we're heating, okay. This polluted brine is slowly turning into polluted water through bubbling. There's now multiple polluted dirt. Polluted mine as a single source. I just wish it were a bit positive. Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, honestly... yeah, well, the only good polluted dirt source really is the ethanol distiller. If you get a load of wood and you stick it through the ethanol distiller, you get so much polluted dirt. So much. Well, I mean, maybe, but like you can just wild plant a lot of arbitrary, but you can't. It feels like you're kind of gonna end up forced to do that. We're out of polluted water. Well, that's not good. Really, this should now be in hydroponic tiles. That's the other thing. Now that these need polluted water, they've got to be in there. But I mean, yeah, that's the obvious one. So, okay, I mean, to be honest, these tubulias sound really strong. I would just grow them wild, I think. I mean, otherwise, there's a ton of sulfur around. How much sulfur we picked up on this map so far? Because in the starting biome, the sulfur, we've got 10 tons of sulfur. And these things are converting like slightly more than 1-to-1 in terms of plastic. We've got obviously tons of polluted brine and brine. We don't have to worry about that. So we can get a load there. These things seem really good and seem to just skip all the petroleum. I guess there's no oil on this map. That is a thing. I mean, there's a whole rubber for the plastic substitute. But if we've got plastic, we just have plastic. It kind of makes the rubber redundant, except for some of the specific things. Okay, these tubulias seem really, really strong. Let's have a quick look at the pin pockets too, because these guys are a wall plant. They're on the basalt back wall. I noticed. These are wild growing. They take 5 kilos of refined carbon and make pin pokey, which are sushi bar ingredients for uni, and can also be rock crushed into diamond, which is pretty good. So they grow in 16 cycles. So these are making sustainable diamond as well, which is pretty good. Although to be fair, if you had the diamond press and just arbitraries into refined carbon in the kiln into diamonds, that's pretty sustainable anyway. So I don't know. I don't know if these are super great. I mean, they're not bad. They was a 16 cycles wild domestic. So yeah, 64 wild is quite a long time. Then I have to do the numbers on this to work actually how much they make. Because I mean, was it 16? Every 16 cycles you get 7,200 kilocalories. What else is this? How do you make this thing? Let's see, a recipe. Oh, it's just straight up. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, doing getting enough rad blocks for a diamond press is quite a lot, to be fair. So yeah, I mean, but I mean also this biome has so much diamond in anyway. Like there's just crazy amounts of diamond here. If I go on Misk, this is all the diamond, and these are in like 600, 700, 600 to 700 kilo chunks. Obviously, you lose that in half when you dig it, but there is literal tons of diamond around here. So making them, you know, using these for diamond when you have this biome seems a bit redundant. That's a geode, I think, because there's honestly so much diamond around those kind of points. Hatch is not a good anymore for all the ways to get refined carbon. I mean, that's just like, well, the easiest way to make refined carbon is in the kiln. If you can stick wood in the kiln and make refined carbon, so that is now by far the like easiest large scale method. You can put, you just put wood straight in and get refined carbon, or gumwood also. Even better, another pip morph, the swamp pip. Well, this is the thing. Oh, 16. I mean, pips can plant underwater if you plant them first, right? So in terms of making underwater wild farms, I think that's something we'll definitely want to do. We'll just have to sequence it right, basically, to try and get it in the right order. But yeah, these pin pockets, just quickly check the numbers then, because these things turn apparently straight into uni. If we're getting uni every 16 cycles domestic, I'll just divide 7200 by 16 and we get 450. So that means you need 2 of these domestically to make uni for 1 dupe, which is not too bad. I mean, honestly, this is actually really good. Now, this is really, really good, because if you have, so it's like 2 and a bit per tube, but let's go with 2 for easy numbers. We're getting 10 kilos per cycle of refined carbon, right? And this stuff just comes from wood 1 to 1 in the kiln, right? Is it 1 to? It's slightly less, 2 to 1 in the kiln. So that means we need like 20 kilos per cycle of wood, right? Hold on, just grab sure. Get rid of that. So we need 200 kilos per cycle of wood, and how much does the arbitrary make? I don't think it's in here, is it? I have to check my tutorial by it if it doesn't say. Is this the full amount? This is a... oh no, I'm going to check my tutorial back because I don't trust these numbers. I'm pretty sure the numbers were slightly different. Say plant, tutorial bytes, arbitrary. Cycle... D... Right, get the numbers. Sorry. There's a lot of searching for the right thing. Hold on, try and get a number. Where's the number? Right, each of the branches gives 300 kilos of lumber per branch. And it takes 4.5 cycles, right? Or 18 if wild. Where's my calculator? Stick that back in the game. So you get 300 over 18 times, there's 5 branches, right? So you get 83 kilos. Is that what it said in here? No. Is per branch or per trip? Yeah, this is all... okay, I'm pretty sure that's the answer. Let me see. Yeah. A wild arbitrary, you get 1500 every 18 cycles, right? I think that's right. 1500 every... yeah, so that's 83 kilos per cycle. Well, someone's got to have a wiki. Yeah, so 83 kilos per cycle, and we said we need 20 or 10? 20 kilos a cycle of wood for to feed two of these pin pockets, right? This guy's a bit hot now. So that means one wild arbitrary could make uni for basically 4 dupes. Which seems pretty good to me. So yeah, that seems pretty good. And yeah, we've got pin pokey down here. Pretty strong, pretty strong. Nice, and they also make diamond if you want it. So yeah, I mean, I like these guys. I think these are extremely strong. I'll go with that conclusion. Right. The other 2 things we've got to check are the slogos. Although this is a normal slogo, isn't it? This is the Temp 9H3T. The Glidgo. Glidgo, yes. So these guys are a morph of the Sluggo. Instead of making mucin, they still make mucin. Okay. The difference is they eat sulfur and give out obsidian. What are the reproduction chances on this? Not sure what the deciding factor is. Is it temperature? Or environment? Looks smooth. Thank you, Leo. Welcome in. In-game wiki seems for a single branch, yeah. Feeding Paku, algae, polluted. Yeah, there's so many loops now with all these plants and critters. Okay, I'm not sure what the actual okay, the egg chance is here. Body temperature between 60 and 140, so I guess if it's colder they do Slogos, and if it's hotter they do Glidgos. Yeah, I think the main thing obviously is the shell gives you gold amalgam. Although, I mean, what, 10 kilos of gold amalgam? They do 10 kilos per cycle? You could have a load of these. I mean, they're eating, 100 kilos per cycle is quite a lot of sulfur. The sulfur geyser... How much is the sulfur geyser pooping out? Let's have a look. Wrong one. Sulfur. Liquid sulfur is coming at average active yield lifetime 900 kilos per cycle, which is quite a lot. So I guess you could sustain 9 of these off of a sulfur geyser, an average one. The nat gas fisher does 500. Oh yeah, we only need to have a look at these things as well. Oh, we've built this now. Aha. This is popping out natural gas for us constantly. Does it say how quickly this comes out? 1,000 kilo. Does 500 per cycle? Of nat gas or of sulfur? Where are we getting these numbers from? Doesn't say on here. I mean, if that's 500 kilos per cycle of sulfur, that's crazy. Because that's 5 Slogos. Glidgos, sorry. That's pretty good. That's really good. Okay. I mean, that'll give you an unlimited source of gold amalgam, which is... I mean, that's great. Always good having more metal ores. Right. Let's have a quick look at the glow squids. These are the last ones, I think. So, these are obviously squids. They eat the tubular growth. By the looks of it, sulfur. Okay, that's a lot of sulfur. So yeah, 25% growth. These things are growing out of what, 8 cycles domestic. So you need 2 of these domestic or 8 of these wild per 1 glow squid. That's quite a lot. Yeah, sustaining 2 of these. I guess. I mean, again, we got the sulfur now. A lot of gum palms. Yeah, that's good. That's true. The sulfur's very good on this map. I think a lot of things are consuming sulfur. We are getting sulfur off of the marine drill. If you set up a sour gas boiler, you're laughing as well. I mean, you will have so much sulfur you won't know what to do with. But there is no oil on this map. I don't think that is an accident. There is no oil, so yeah. I mean, if you have a map, yeah, it's true. Is there oil on this map? I can't see any. Let's do a quick debug. Aha, right, yes. So there is oil biome on this map, and you can send it through, which means you could... See, I got 3 oil wells? I don't know, that's just map specific. Okay, I have 5 oil wells I can see. So yeah, you could send it through the teleporter, and then set up a sour gas boiler on here. And then you have so much sulfur you're laughing, but also these things make a ton of sulfur anyway. How many of these we got? We got 2 gas fissures there. 3. Any more over here? I don't see any over here, so it looks like 3 in total. Because that's 1.5 kilos per cycle, so 1.5 tons per cycle of sulfur. I mean, you can do a lot with that. You can do a lot with that. So maybe we won't have a sulfur shortage, I don't think. Especially if we hook these ones up. And this natural gas is so useful. Like, I think power on this map is really, really easy, actually. There is so much power on this map. I think oxygen is the tricky thing, especially early on. And then, yeah. We'll see. We'll see. What about mealwood? My mealwood's too hot, I guess. That was the issue. Yeah, heat is kind of an issue. We're slightly different temperature range versus the normal. Right, okay, sorry, let's go back to the squids because I'm getting distracted. So, yeah, 2 domestic or 8 wild tubular seems to be their diet if you want to ranch them. They make abyssalite, which is good. So we have a sustainable source of abyssalite. I'm not sure we had that before. Maybe I think they had a space POI with that, but... and then you can milk them for squid ink. But the squid ink is just mucin and refined carbon. And like, what's it, 100 grams of refined? It's like a tenth of this in refined carbon. So that's like... You get 20 kilos of refined carbon, which could sustain, what, 4 of these guys? I mean, I guess if you're ranching them... But it's not a loop, that's not a loop, that's just making more stuff. And you get the mucin too, the mucin... Honestly, this mucin seems a bit useless, is my take on the mucin. I'm not super whelmed by this. I am underwhelmed, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I never use brackine for anything anyway, though. Although I guess the important thing, I probably use brackine more for the milking, not the milking station, but like the critter conduit, whatever the hell it is. Is it the condo? No. The critter fountain, that's the one. So I think we've got an aquatic critter fountain, which buff stuff. So yeah, I guess brackine is probably more useful. Hi, Ratamaxo. It's probably more useful than I generally think of it. Yeah, it probably is. So maybe we should think about that. Yeah, okay, this is going for sulfur, 250, 500. This thing gets hot, or is that just hot? Get packages of 2 ways, but that seems crazy. Yeah, this is a lot of sulfur and a lot of natural gas as well. Like this thing is really powerful. It seems too strong. It seems completely overbalanced. Right. Okay. So yeah, I mean that's a good brackine, I guess, and the mucin is also not bad for that. And yeah, they also give calamari when they die. So these guys, I don't know what their reproduction rate is. It looks like, I mean, what, to go to 9? You get +7? I don't know. We have to, the problem, I don't think we can calculate any of the reproduction rates now, because we have to whack them in and see what it comes up with. Right, we got some prints, so look at that. We've got some blueprints too, because I was looking at this earlier to write my video, so should get some more blueprints tonight. Something fun, hopefully. Basic purple shirt, alright. Gloves for your chest, and some velour shoes. Alright, nothing very exciting. Okay. Can we can't research this without space research. No, we're really not going to get to space research on this run. So, like I said, I think we will we'll have a play with Sandbox. Maybe in the next episode, we'll see. Let's come down here and have a look at this then. So how would we farm and ranch these? Now these guys, is there a temperature on these? 50 to 100, so the tubulars are quite hot. I should double check. 40 to 80. And the squids 40 to 100, and these things 40 to 80. So these guys are like 40 plus basically. So we can't just throw them higher up here. We would have to heat the water, although it looks like things are getting a bit hot up here anyway. This is working. Our little light in the corner is working. Rocking Park. Hey, Ludus. Keep the streets up. Alright, I hope you have a great music festival. Stay safe, have fun, and thanks for popping in. That's right. You tested it and it's bugged. Wait, what's bugged? Filler, what's bugged? Yeah, I think this is working, right? We getting enough okay, so this actually doesn't work anymore because the light is giving 1800 and these need 2.5, right? So yeah, what we can do is do that. We have to add another light in here. You can do 2 light right on top. Yeah, let's try that. That's what I was going to try. And we got a little our beacon one in here. I guess these guys are getting overcrowded now. Though they seem to be fine. Happy, 60% per cycle. Happiness 4, +5 Groon, -1 tamed. They don't seem to be getting cramped. I don't know. I thought these guys would have cramped out by now. Yeah, I guess so. I just want to try... We gotta try normal lamp first and see what goes on. Not sure we're actually, like... I think these flue corals making quite a bit of oxygen. 150. Let's see. I want to get this built and see what happens. Do we actually have enough light off 2 of them? This, is there a beacon here? Okay, I'm just going to teleport the beacon away because it's ruined up my numbers. Come on. I'll come get this built. Let's see. 2? 1800, 1500. I guess they have to be like right here instead. I'm a bit far down. Thank you for the follow, Pragmatic Onion. You see how many lights it needs. So it doesn't say on in this for some reason. I think they need to add that. It does say on the wiki entry in game here, light 2500. How many? I mean, it looks like. So apparently you can do 2, but you have to do 2 of them quite close. So basically we'd have to move this up to here. Is it 3 high or 2 high? It's 2 high. So we'd have to put the base here and then the 2 there, I think. Let's try to remove this. And we'll plant this here. I think 2 should work. Love the YouTube vids. Been going back to the... Well, thank you very much. I'm glad they helped. Hopefully we'll try and get more out for you guys. The jelly lamp is being researched. 016. We will have a play with that as well, of course. So give me a minute. We'll get that researched. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so these guys are hot, so I guess we have to build down here. Although this is actually going to get a bit too hot because the there's all this magma, I think. The magma from the fossil has overheated this area. What we might be better off doing is coming into this area and just swinging it down here. This is locked, but that's not a problem. If we just dig ourselves an entrance there, we can come in here. Should be fine. Yeah, we'll play with the jelly lamp. I just want to get away without the jelly lamp because I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe the jelly lamp is completely fine and this is all pointless. But we'll test it with what we already know first, and then see if the new stuff also gets it. So yeah, come on. We'll grab some diamond all the way from the bottom. The cloud pump's also still going. And research is continuing. Oh, the sweet corn stalk needs pollination. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I may have never grown one of those before. We don't have any mimickers or sweetles. On the other planetoid, I think we did have some sweetles, but anyway. So yeah, if we I think they've come across here. They can now swim into all this bit, right? So these lights seem pointless. The back was hit right. Sue. These tubulars. Sulfur. There's no mining drill over here though, is there? So that means we're gonna have to pull sulfur from over here. But I mean, I guess I can just walk it across. If I dug this out. Okay, so these guys, you just plant them. Right. No, we'd have, yeah, with hydroponic, and we'll deliver the sulfur by hand. Here comes the digging crew. Underwater. Some diamond. Okay, the basalt's pretty tough down here too. So I guess there's this glow squid ranch. Looks like what? That's a good question. You just put the door in the middle. Seems fine to me. Keep the temperature. We'll go gold amalgam. Let's try that. We'll make something over here. Basically, then what we're going to need is two of these per squid. This is blue brine as well, so we could open down into here if we wanted to. I love how they just swim around though. The swimming is so cool. We can open this up as well. We get to this tube as well. I have to play with the achievement. Oh, I did have a look at that as well. So then down here we got a grooming station. We need a back wall. We're gonna drywall it. Stick some drywall down. Remember all this stuff. There's a lot of stuff to remember now. Oh no. Put it over here. Seems fine. Okay. I have no idea how big this room is. Yeah, so we'll have a play around with ranching those. Okay, right, we'll put the flue coral here and hopefully it should grow, is my thought. No, the other question I had actually just before I started was how many flue corals can we actually get? Because they don't give off seeds. We have 3 seeds available to us. I think there are then, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is this spaced out sized? No, I think it's classic size. 7, 8, 9. More down here. 10, 11, 12. 12. Oh, it's spaced out. This is spaced out size? This is huge. Oh. I'm going to check out classic as well. I don't think there's a lab map. Alright, I thought it was spaced out, but I don't know. This is massive. Yeah, there's 12 of those already. Plus the 3 we have. Oh, this one works. Yeah, so if you put 2 lamps on top of it, this one works. Although the... hold on. Fucking baby blouter is skewing my numbers. So, the beacon, I mean. But yeah, this does work. Okay. Spaced out. Thank you, guys. So yeah, I mean, we've got like, what, like 15 of these guys? 16 of these? And if you have them domestic, they're making up for 1.5 dupes. So you could have quite a large colony just of flue corals. And that is also ignoring the blouters. Or bloaters. It should probably be bloaters. Got to stop saying blouters. Bloaters. But these guys don't make very much. Are they eating? Lettuce. You can wild plant these. Yeah, the numbers aren't great on these, I don't think. I think you got a lot of water weeds. Was they growing in 12? They're 48 cycles domestic. They grow for about 2%. Yeah, it's about 2% wild. Which means you'd need 9 of them. You need 9 wild ones or 2.25 domestic ones to feed 1 bloater. And then if that's 15 kilos per cycle, each duplicate needs 60 kilos. So if you times it by 4, that means you're going to need 36 wild water weeds, or like 9 domestic water weeds for 1 dupe. This oxygen source is nonsensical. Hi, Floki. Welcome in on your 3-stream streak. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, but I don't think the numbers make any sense on this. I'm not doing 36 wild waterweed plants to get 1 duplicate's worth of oxygen. That's insanity. Oh, mimolette, okay. Ah, the mimolette can go over here, nice. There you go. Saying I don't have any. We do have now. Yeah, to me the bloater numbers are just nonsense. They're too slow. Good food source. I mean, they make fish. Only 1,000 kilocalories. I mean, again, based on the numbers that you still need 9 wild waterweeds per fish, and these things make 1,000 kilocalories, and they reproduce. Yeah, I don't know what the actual reproduction is, but I can't imagine so. I feel like Packer were just better. This diet is just nonsense. The numbers are completely off by a multiple. Yeah, I think Packer were the way to go if you want that. Although maybe because the beacons are eating beacons are eating phosphorite and also giving fish. Phosphorite is very convenient. You can just stick a load of Dracos in and job done. If you can get some Dracos. Are there any Dracos around here? Save. Not as bad as the Oxyphone. Yeah, the Oxyphone's pretty bad. Any Dracos? I didn't see any. I don't think we have Dracos, so maybe finding the Dracos might be a bit of a pain on the start, but they have a bigger synergy. I mean, there's a load of phosphorite around, right? These biomes spawn in with tons of it. There are Dracos on the main way. Where we'll get meteor showers as well. Okay. On that one? On this one? Oh, there's There's no meteor showers. There's no meteor showers. Is that intentional? I don't know. In the rust biome. This is a rust biome. Rust biome. This is a rust biome. Rust. I don't see any of the ones I've got. Maybe I just got unlucky, or I can't see them. I got 2 rust biomes. I got one there, I think. You swear. I got this one up here as well. You got pips from the forest biome. I don't see them. Put debug on just quickly. Have a scan of the full map, but unless I'm being blind, I don't see any. Anyone tell me if I am missing something obvious? See one crawling around, let me know. No, I don't see any. I don't know if that's a thing. Yeah, I mean, if you get more oxfern seeds, I mean, it's the same with these blue corals, but these blue corals seem much more powerful, so much easier job. This is quite good. We don't need the other light. And the question is, how much does the other light actually do? I haven't unlocked it yet. Oh my god. Clear these. This is in our hospital as well. This is not good. I don't think these guys fight back. Okay. Oh, they do fight back a little bit. Oh my god. It's just the... this might be the thumbnail. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what these thumbnails are going to be. I just use the biome ones. Can I even heal them? They're going to attack them on the beds. Oh no. Whoops. Okay, my bad on that one. We get a lot of food anyway, which is the point. Alright, this has come from debug, so ignore that. Ignore the slaughter. Right, yeah. I don't see any Drecos, but there's a good Dreco synergy there. Right. How big is this room? 72 tiles. I guess that includes the non-water section as well, so I think we're okay. You got no balm lilies. Yeah, that's a good point, Maybe I guess you have to printing pod, printer scepter, or I can't build this here. Why can't I build this here? Am I going nuts? There's back wall here. It doesn't have to be natural back wall, does it? Ah, it's 3 tall. Okay, if it's 3 tall, fine. But why isn't there like a... Oh, there is a red section on there. Okay, that's very difficult to see. I see. Thank you, guys. It's okay. Pro tip, the aquatic grooming station is 3 tall, and you need 3x2. Critters are food, not friends, remember? And Luke has now taken so much of a hit. The babies have defeated them, I think. They better not be attacking them on the beds. I think they might be okay. Oh god, there's so many of them. How do we make so many? They're overtaking the they've overtaken the beds too, so you know, if there's a quick way, I could just clear them. That might be the easier way. There's too many, we've been defeated. It's like the Emu War. I think we've lost the Emu War versus the poker shell. Well, we'll get them next time, alright. Okay, so we get that built, put this in here. Yeah, let's stick... We've got 2 tubulars apparently, we could dig some more up. And then we need the milking station as well, but that needs some refined metal, so I guess we'll chuck some stuff through here. Get some aluminium from too. Maybe yeah. I mean, there are a lot of them. These guys are going to heal now. They're in 75, so they'll be up in no time. Oh god. Poor Thomas. Thomas took quite the hit there. I guess not a lot's going to get built while these guys are out. Oh no, poor Joe. This has significantly slowed down our progress, I feel like. Oh no, Joe. It's moving so slowly. So slowly. It's kind of annoying they don't just swim directly. They really like walking, even underwater. Which is kind of annoying. No, it's a very annoying sound. I try not to blast that too much. we need another triage got in here. That is okay. Is that because of the Atmo suits? No, I did this because I did some debug. Oh, sorry, this is slow. He's slow because he's injured because they fought the babies and the babies won, so it was not ideal. Okay, I think I can put that down here. I'm going to run some power. I'm going to steal this power, although this may cause some overloading, but anyway, we'll just run with it. We could separate this, but let's not worry too much about that right now. It might take him a while to build this. Yeah. Oh, the path from preferable. Maybe we could try it without the Atmo suit and see what happens. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll play with some pathfinding down here and see what happens. Okay. Everyone's getting better. Volcano's lurking. Thank you, Volcano. Appreciate you following along. Thank you for lurking. For example, if I send Ben to, like, here, I'm like, go here. Yeah, it does seem to be a, different behaviour. For example, if I send him here. Yeah, he much prefers walking. He goes down. Okay, what I'm going to do, let's do another test. So he did walk there. We do that, unequipped suit, and now I ask him to move here again. What does he do? Yeah, he now swims directly. Okay. That's strange. So it looks like the Atmo suits reset the pathfinding. Pathfinding algorithm? To prefer walking. It's kind of weird. Because like now, yeah, okay, he's I don't know. It seems strange. Maybe they're slowed down by the Atmo suits so much. So yeah, that does make sense. I don't know if that's true or not, but it makes sense to be true. All right, we're gonna get rid of these guys. Okay. Yeah, I need all this built, so I can just clear these up. We are getting to the point where Sandbox is coming, so yeah, just get rid of them. How many are here? A horde. Usually I do this with Pips. Pips fight back less. Ben and Luca now taking hits. These guys going. Duplicate. Yeah, get some more metal. Oh, we're out of fertilization. Yeah, I think we're struggling. I could want to drink the fountain and get the hydrated buff. We do need hydrated fish. I mean, that sounds... you know, dehydrated fish sounds real bad. Okay. Bring in the fight. Usually I put attacking to top priority. Everyone should be murdering. Makes no sense, it was funny. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Being hydrated inside and outside are two different things, you know, so you gotta be careful with that. Okay. I'm afraid Luke's gonna take a lot of damage. Why is no one helping with this? It's too much. It's too much. Well, we've got a lot of shellfish anyway. Yeah, don't do this in your games, guys. We'll remember. Okay, juicy from a dew dripper, that's fine. Okay. Alright, well, I mean, I think, you know, putting aside mucking around with a load of poke shells, I think we've got a rough idea of what all of the things should look like. So, yeah, in terms of like finishing off the rest of this stream, the rest of this this playthrough. We can, I think, jump to the sandbox and just play around with it a little bit. I don't think we'll gain a lot more by kind of playing it out normally. The main thing that's going to hamper us, I mean, we seem to have enough resources, like we can build everything. The research, especially the space research, trying to get that set up, just not worth it for me at this stage. It's kind of pointless. Or Luke treating him. Of the exosuit skill. Yeah, probably not. I don't think so. Because they lose the penalty. No one has the... Maybe if they get rid of that, then they can swim again. Yeah, we can test that out, actually. It's a theory. We use the sandbox. Okay. I want to use the coral foxing. I didn't use it earlier on. I didn't really know what was going on, so... Yeah, we've got a lot of beacons here now as well. We'll come up with ranch designs for these, which can be tricky. Alright. Well, I think we'll play this out for a couple more minutes, and then basically next episode we can start on that. Can we murder these now? If everyone... Why is Luke... Okay, Luke's going to triage. The thing is, what they need to do is just work together. If the dupes work together, we can get these guys. They aren't crowded in there? The beacons are crowded, I think. So their mood is... They're not saying they're crowded, which is weird. I don't think this is a bug. 8 cells of space. So they should be confined. Or cramped, but they are neither, apparently. They're only unhappy because they're not being groomed. Because my dupes are currently occupied with trying to clear this room out. This guy's got a huge... Thomas is last man standing. Yeah, the beacons don't seem to be crowded, which seems to maybe be a bug. I don't know. I don't know what I built. Is it the outs? I don't know, because now they added the stable requirement. So this is a stable, and it's a stable of 26. Maybe they are looking at the total water pool. I don't know. In which case it's fine. Yeah, I mean maybe. But if they did that, then what was the point? I guess the stable limit doesn't apply. It's just the stable. You need a stable to enable the building, is what I think is the case. I guess. So. Oh no, they turned into poker shells. That's what I didn't want. It's a happiness thing to force, is it? Yeah, so I guess the stable, they still don't work quite like normal ranches. You just have to have a ranch to enable the use of the grooming station, but they're still looking at the total body of water. I guess that means you could have a lot of them in here. The annoying thing is I don't know how big this body of water is. There's no in-game way for me to count this. I just have to like go around and start counting specific tiles. Yeah, these guys are fine by the looks of it. Thing to force to... Yeah. So it looks like you can shove loads of them in if you've got a big water pool. I mean, it's just up to whatever you want. Okay. We have a lot of shellfish now. At least that's good. I think we almost got all of them. Still quite a lot, aren't there? Okay. Yeah, this is wasting a little bit of time. Sorry about that. Bit silly. Anyway, well, yeah. We'll just say I want to get this built. Get down here. We'll have a look at the star system as well. Yeah, well, basically, I was running out of food because I didn't really plan early enough. I didn't know what food I was making and what numbers, etc. So we were running out of food. Basically, I used debug to copy some raw shellfish. I think I found on the floor. But then when I copied the shellfish, I copied a lot of eggs. I copied the egg too. And I ended up with a lot of these guys spawning them from the eggs. Thank you for the follow, Moonquake. So yeah, that's why we've ended up with a ton of these. I can just get rid of them. It's just stressed out. Coral doesn't overpressure. Ah, now that is another thing, actually. Yeah, I guess this thing just goes. What you probably want to do, if you put an Atmo sensor and you tie it to the lights, so you turn the lights out, assuming you're doing a light-powered one and not a beacon-powered one. If you're doing that, it might be a bit difficult. But that's an interesting point, Pragmatic, and yeah, I think you have to be a bit careful with these. But also, I mean, it depends on the numbers, right? Because this is 1.5 tubes. So if you size the numbers correctly, you should be fine. We got a milking station. Oh no, we got the shearing station. Okay, yeah, we need the milking station unlocked. That's space research too. The problem is if we don't get rid of these guys, they're gonna attack on their own without us having to worry about anything else. We'll make an early spawn. Yeah, if you use pumps, you can also put it in a small area and then control it with the pumps. That seems very doable. Okay, anyone else? Right. Doesn't the wild... Yes, the wild beacon does work with it, yes. Should do. So you just stick one of those in. That seems easier. Hi, Pi. Or you can do 2 lamps like this. I mean, 2 lamps like this seems to be fine. We are going to overheat this, probably. I'm sticking a lot of heat into the salt water, so who knows. Anyway, I guess we don't need so much of this. Yeah, we can just sandbox some buildings in anyway, so we don't have to worry about materials too much. I'd rather they kind of focus on building this actually. Just play around with this for now. Wild are amazing for self-sustaining melted rockets. Wild... Oh, like a wild beacon... but you'd have to have a wild beacon... You have to have like 3 of these, right? If you wanted them. Yeah, we looked over the Orho loop earlier, Pragmatic Onion. It's no longer a loop, basically. It doesn't work. So you have to input polluted dirt to keep that one going. Yeah, but the wild blue coral only makes 37 grams per second, right? You need 3 of them. You need 3 wild blue corals for 1 tube, don't you? Which seems a lot. Are you fitting... Oh, for self-sustaining... For melted rockets, yeah, you can easily fit those in, yeah, for sure. That seems like a convenient one. There's some more gun one. I see. I'm with you guys. I'm with you. Yeah, for a normal rocket, it's just too much, isn't it? It's too much. Okay, right. Here's the... I don't know. You need trees or something. Yeah, they changed the numbers. It wasn't too bad, and then they made it pretty bad. So you're going to need a sludge press and probably take a polluted mud and turn it into polluted dirt. Seems to be the way to go. These guys are okay, except they're not being groomed. You have any... yeah. Some more critter ranch would be good. I guess we've got two ranches. You can do that. Summon them over. Oh no, we're just going for the tower kelp. You can just disable harvest on these as well, I think. I think there's a lot to harvest. There's the other thing. We need to check the rates on these plants with and without harvest and stuff, because I mean we can't be harvesting so many of these. I don't think. I don't know, it will take a long time. Are we good to clear these out though? Can everyone clear these out? How many are left? Doesn't look like that many anymore. I know, it's just weird because I do that and they're on like maximum priority, but I swear no one comes. Joe's the only one on it. Okay, Link's on it. Okay. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Yeah, I mean if you want to source polluted dirt, you got an arbitrary and ethanol distiller, which is what we were saying earlier, yeah. Okay, we got him, guys. We got him. Okay. Thank you for the follow, duck stuff. Come in. Cool. Right, anyway, that's now tidied up, so we can actually focus on building things. Fingers crossed. Right, but what we'll do, I think we'll, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a save here. I'm going to enable sandbox tools, and I will save as sandbox. Yep, there we go. So we can play with our sandbox tools. And next time We beat the babies, yeah. Well, they did grow up, so they're a bit bigger. And yeah, what we'll do is next time we'll have a go with the sandbox tools and play around with ranch designs primarily. I think maybe farms if there's anything to them, but mostly ranch designs. So for this episode on YouTube, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you back shortly for the next one.